Hi guys, I wanted to do a video on like snack ideas. I'm a big snack fan. I don't like wait until my next meal to just like eat a little bit, just because by the time I get to a meal, I'm hungry and I have like a whole, I'm against kind of like being really hungry until your next meal, waiting until you're really hungry and then having a next meal, because then you, one, possibly overeat, and two, just eat whatever is available, and that's not healthy. That doesn't, you want to be clear of mind when you make food choices. So yeah, so I want to have some snack ideas that are still healthy at the same time. Also snacks, if you don't have time for, like your next meal, or it's a little bit later, you at least have something with you to just like snack on, and you don't have to worry about it, and it's healthy, so it kind of, keeps you going. One snack is like my favorite, and I highly recommend fruit. Fruit is 0 points on Weight Watchers, so I'm a big fan, and I always have like a banana or like an apple with me, something like that. I listed out some like fruit ideas of apple, banana, those like baby carrots, grapes, an orange, stuff like that. It fills you up if you're like hungry. And it's healthy at the same time because it's like natural, it's not processed. So many snack foods are like chips or cookies or stuff like that, or like a chocolate bar. That might give you a little bit of energy from like the sugar or something, but then when you crash, you're even more hungry. That's how I feel, and I'd rather like have some fruit that really fills me up. So second is Thin Crisp crackers. Those are, I'm not sure exactly where to, I have seen them on Amazon. I just buy it at like a local Russian food store, so I don't know if like a chain store has them, but you can definitely find them on Amazon. They're like crackers, and they're filled with like fiber, and they kind of taste like rye flavored. Yeah, they also have like whole grain, some others, but it's like a nice cracker that's not filled with like salt and, carbs and all that. It's pretty flat, so you could just, break it up, and it's kind of like you have that like crunch of a chip without having the oil and all of that. Number 3 is string cheese, and I discovered that while I was like browsing the Weight Watchers message boards. A lot of people take string cheese to work, and it kind of makes sense because it's one little like string cheese thing, but you can break it up into pieces, and I guess it's like a psychological thing. Like when you have a lot of pieces, you feel like you have more food. And string cheese, it has like, cheese, it has like calcium and all that. It's like good for you, and it's pretty filling. Also, those Baby Bell like circle ones, the one that's like in the red packaging, and it's like a circle of cheese. Those are really good. I think they're only 1 point. The light ones are only 1 point on Weight Watchers, and they're pretty good, so I try and have those on hand. And 4 is the Laughing Cow wedges. I mentioned it in my breakfast video, but I use those like cheese wedges as like a spread. So you could take like the Thin Crisp crackers and spread some of the Laughing Cow cheese, and there you go for a snack that's like 3 points, which isn't bad at all. So yeah, I hope that's helpful. My number 1 recommendation is to probably have like fruit on hand, but be careful with that, because if you forget about it in your purse, don't do that. And I know that it is so much more convenient to just buy a bag of chips, to buy a candy bar at like, like the impulse section at the cashier. That's the reason why they put like candy up there, so you have like impulse and you buy it. I just, you know, that like that kind of like gets you off track from like the weight loss and the healthiness. So something like fruits or cheese, or like a cracker that's filled with like fiber and stuff like that, that's so much more healthier, and it keeps you more satisfied, so you're not like as hungry on your next meal. So yeah, so let me know what your favorite snacks are and how you're doing on your weight loss journey or healthy journey, however you want to put it. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.